Hey everybody, I hope you've had a great start to the year. Hope you had a great New Year's, great Christmas, and a great January. Markets got off to a good start for the year for 2023. All the major indexes were positive. NASDAQ and S&P were positive in a pretty big way, especially the NASDAQ through the month of January. So that's great. We always love a good start to the year in the markets, but that's obviously coming off of a pretty rough year last year. So the S&P seeing a little bit of a bounce here looks great, but it was also down over 32% for the year last year. So still has a long ways to go to get back to even. If you look at the indexes as a whole over the last 6-7 months, going back to June of last year, they're actually flat. All the major indexes are flat. Now, we saw a lot of ups and downs between then and now, but from early June to now, the markets are flat as a whole. So a lot of news updates. The Fed has been, making rate increases. They just announced 25 basis point increase, the first week of February. So still a lot of things kind of that we're looking at related to the Fed. Jobs numbers. The jobs numbers came out were really, really strong, way beyond expectations. So it's still an interesting time. It feels like something like things should be worse than they are maybe in some way. But the market's holding up well. The consumer's holding up well. All of the data looks still pretty positive, considering all things considered, what we've been through the last year from a market's perspective. So we're still pretty positive overall. I mean, it'll be really interesting, as I've been saying for 12 months now. It'll be interesting to see what the Fed does. It feels like we're kind of hopeful we're getting towards the end of rate increases. There could be one or two left for sure. But it'll be interesting to see how they try to kind of get this to come to an end in terms of the rate increases and how the market reacts to that. Janet Yellen, we just recorded a podcast a few minutes ago, me, Eli, and Lee, talking about how Janet Yellen was, on record here recently saying, listen, we can't have a recession if job numbers are over 500,000 and unemployment is at a 50-year low. And so some of those data points are kind of giving mixed signals. It feels like this should be happening, but the data still looks really solid. So earnings have come down. So there's just a lot of mixed signals out there, but we feel really good about how we're allocated, feel really good about the strategies that we have all of our clients in, that we're invested in. And so we're obviously monitoring that and constantly working on those to see what adjustments need to be made. This is a busy week. In the life of Mach 1, we're moving to the new office. So this is the week. This is something you've heard us talk about for the last 12 to 18 months, is this new office that we've been trying to get into and that they've been working on to get built out for us. And this is the week. So Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of this week, the 8th through the 10th, we will be physically picking everything up and moving it to the new office. And so on that note, our staff will be working remote. We will still be available. So inbound calls coming to us, it'll work and feel very much just like a snow day if we're not able to make it into the office. We'll still be able to receive emails, take care of your needs, take care of you and anything that may come up over those days. But we won't have the office open for meetings or people that might just be wanting to walk in on the 8th, 9th, or 10th because of the move. So something to be aware of. We'll be communicating that through all the different platforms, social media, and email as well, but wanted to mention it on here as well. The plan is for next Monday, the 13th, to be our first official day in the new office. So start having meetings and be open for business on the 13th. There will inevitably be things that need to be finished up from a building perspective over the next coming weeks, but we should be in a good spot to where we can have client meetings and be set up and operational starting next Monday, the 13th. Another kind of update, something that Matt Hager, our Director of Marketing, has been working really hard on, is over the next month, 3, 4, 5 weeks, we'll be launching a new website. So that's something to keep your eye out for. We're really excited about that. Matt walked us kind of through an update this morning on what that's looking like, and I think everyone's going to really like that, just the functionality of it, and really clean, easy to use new website. As always, we are here to serve you. If you have any questions or need anything, don't hesitate to reach us here at the office, which will be in just the next couple days at the new location on 52nd Street in Rogers. So if you have questions, call the office. We look forward to seeing you soon.